Welcome to the World of Rare Disease, a show that focuses on awareness and education about rare and complex disorders. My name is Lisa Deck, and I am a rare disease patient, a Rare New England board member, and your host for today's show. We have multiple guests today, all here to talk about myTeam Triumph. myTeam Triumph Connecticut is an athletic ride-along program created for children, teens, adults, and veterans with disabilities who would normally not be able to experience endurance events such as triathlons or road races. Curt Lueker is the president and founder of myTeam Triumph Connecticut. The Bagnati family is here with us today, along with Curtis. Justin and Kate Bagnati welcomed Wolf Grace Bagnati into their family on June 24th, 2012. Wolf is diagnosed with Distal Trisomy 10q, an extremely rare genetic syndrome. As part of myTeam Triumph, Wolf has participated in many races with her mom and dad as her angels. Today's show will feature the team aspect of myTeam Triumph and look at the relationship between the organization, the patients, and the families. I am so thrilled to have all of you here today. Welcome, Curt, Kate, Justin, and Wolf.
Thanks. Great to be here.
Excellent. So I think we'll start with you, Curt. If we could talk a little bit about myTeam Triumph, and could you tell our viewers what that exactly is?
Yeah, so myTeam Triumph is a national nonprofit organization. There's about 20 chapters across the United States. And the group helps, as you said in your opening comments, helps people feel included in the community in a unique way, and that's through endurance racing. So we have, so someone with a disability or a unique ability that can't be in an endurance race is the captain of a team. And so what we do is we work with the captain. We provide specialized racing equipment, so racing chairs. If it's a triathlon, we have inflatable rafts to get them through the swim. And we have bikes for triathlons, also for the cycling piece. And the people that help them get through the race are called angels. So we build a team around a captain, and people hear myTeam Triumph and they think that this is all about racing and endurance racing and whatnot. It's not really about that. It's really about inclusion, because we hear all the time from families that they often don't feel necessarily included in the community. And so that's really what we're doing.
I love that. I think it's excellent, and I think it couldn't be more perfect that we have our team captain here with Wolf and her parents, who have both been angels. Do you want to tell us a little bit about your personal connection to our very special guests?
Yeah, sure. So when we first started the Connecticut chapter in late 2017, we were trying to spread the word about the organization, and we were told to should reach out to this group called STAR, Lighting the Way, here in Connecticut. And so we went and sat down with the director, and Justin actually was there at that meeting. And so we got to know him a little bit and talked about what we're doing. And that's how we connected with the Bagnatis. And Wolf came out to our first race, which was at Sherwood Island. It was 5K. And her brother and sister, Raven and Griffin, were there too. And the Bagnatis have just been awesome. I mean, they've been at, I don't know how many races, super involved in the organization. They're very involved in STAR, and Wolf has just been one of our best captains. She's, when we first started out, Wolf, we were just riding in the chair. And then I think as we started to do this a little more, Wolf started to jump out of the chair and run across the finish line on her own, right? And so we've had a lot of fun together. Bagnatis are a special family, and like I said, that's what this is all about. It's about having fun, and it's been great working with them.
That's awesome. So I know in talking to you, Kate, we talked prior to this, and you said that I think you came home at some point and told your husband that he might be doing a race. So how was your introduction to myTeam Triumph? I think that's a funny story because it's something I would do.
I think I said, hey, I really think you should do this. I know that Wolf would love it. And there's not many opportunities with a more than full-time working parent to, have dad time. So I just figured it would be a cool experience, and it's been amazing to see her grow through each event, and that guy too.
Well, Kate, you swam too, right? Kate swam at one of our races.
Yeah, so I was a swimmer from young age through first year of college, and not so much saltwater swimming, but when we heard about the triathlon, I was like, I'm going to do it, which was terrifying and exciting all at the same time. And where we go?
We're Raven in a boat.
You were with Raven in a boat.
Yes.
I think that first event, I found out about it on Tuesday or so, and it was on Saturday. I hadn't ran more than across our yard in about 10 or 15 years. So yeah, I had to go buy a pair of shoes.
That's awesome. I love that.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I would jump in though, Lisa, and say, like, it's funny that like Justin says that, because we hear all the time from people when they call us and say, well, I'm not really like a great runner, and I don't like that perception of myTeam Triumph, that this is some, really intense, it's not, right? So we say, we don't care if you can run a 6-minute pace mile, or you can run a 15-minute pace mile, or you're just going to walk most of it. It doesn't matter. We're just going to go out and have fun, and we'll put angels and runners, together that are at the same pace. And some people want to go fast, we'll go fast. And because it's just not about racing. It's about the other stuff.
Right. And I think that's what you had mentioned to me, because I know when we talked, Curt, you had said that you've done triathlons and different kind of long races. So initially I thought that's what it was about. And then I loved how you told me it's really not about that. It's really about the families and the kids and the, connections everybody has. So Wolf, I wanted to ask you, did you like being in these races?
Yeah, Mel is raining. Mel one time it raining.
Mm-hmm.
I do remember.
Raining.
You got real wet?
Yeah.
Yeah.
One?
I wear a blippy hat.
You wore a hat so you didn't get too wet, right?
Yeah.
And when you're in the races and your mom is swimming or your dad is running, do you cheer them on?
Yeah, I just dig out, right?
Laugh, clap,
Yeah.
all that good stuff. We do check on you every once in a while.
Mm-hmm.
That's great. And does your sister and brother come to watch you sometimes too?
Yeah.
That's
Okay.
great. So it's a whole
Great.
family event.
Did Raven run once with you? When the one that was Hannah on you?
Yeah.
Hannah was your angel, and so was Raven.
Wow, that's awesome.
Swimming class for tomorrow here.
Oh, you have swimming class. So I see you're getting ready to do your own races, aren't you?
Yeah, that's
With
right.
swimming. I see how that's going. That's awesome. Justin, how did it feel when you did your first race with Wolf? Besides the fact that you might have got blisters because it was, your new shoes, but.
No, it was fun. I mean, I think the big thing was, I'm pretty active, but, to be able to do something with Wolf, which kind of has been a little bit excluded with some of that stuff. It was just enjoyable to be able to share that with her because, I enjoy doing different events and different things. I do a lot of cycling. So to me, it was just nice to be able to kind of share some sort of, event, race, whatever it might be with her and her enjoy it. So it was great.
Right. That's wonderful. And Kate, I know you also talked about, you do different volunteer work too that, that got you introduced to myTeam Triumph. Do you want to tell us a little bit about that and just kind of?
Yeah. So because she received services when she was little through STAR, we just kind of stayed in touch, and they do a walk every year. just a small cruise of a walk, but myTeam Triumph actually, I think, came that year, and maybe was it 2017 or 2018?
2018. Yeah.
And so she got to. That's where I think I don't know if that was the first test ride in that chair or not, but we. Through that organization, I've just become more involved. They do fundraising and a gala every year, and then I joined the board. So I'm a
nice.
board member of STAR, and then through that I also do organization called Jump Stars, which is a collaboration between the JCC of Stanford and STAR, and we kind of hit the group of people in the middle, because the birth to 3 group, and then after 18 is usually when STAR would pick up, those same individuals, but the middle group where you're still in school, parents don't really have a chance to connect as well. So this is workshops and events for parents with children and adults with needs.
Excellent. That's awesome. Now, Wolf, have you ever seen yourself on TV? Because we're going to have this show. You'll be able to watch it sometime. Won't that be fun?
On TV.
Yeah, well, on the computer, I should say, not TV, but it is on another channel. So we'll have to share that with you. Curt, and I think you mentioned, but, and I'm sorry, I said Bagnati earlier. It's Bagnati, I'm learning. What do they mean to you? Tell us a little bit about that.
The family?
Mm-hmm. And Wolf?
Just a great family. I mean, Wolf and, like I said, Raven and Griffin, Kate and Justin, just good people. And, I think when we started this organization, we were thinking, a number of us were doing some endurance racing, and we thought, oh, it'd be fun to, be in a race and help someone get through it. And what we didn't appreciate, or a lot of things we didn't appreciate, and a lot of things we also just didn't understand. So we've learned a lot, but we met some amazing people. We've sort of developed a family, and the Bagnatis are part of that family. It's true. It's just, and we've seen people that get involved and volunteer, whether they're an angel running or swimming or cycling, whatever they're doing, or volunteering. They might be 80 years old and coming to the tent to help us, volunteer that morning and get people checked in for a race. But we've found that people sort of start to develop relationships within this community. And so there are all these new relationships that have been built through myTeam Triumph. So you'll have angels saying, "Gosh, I want to run with Wolf again," and so they get to know them and they build a relationship. And I think that's what's happened with us. Just a great family. I mean, they come to most of our events, and again, it's not just the 3 great people on the screen, but the Wolf siblings too that are coming too. So they're there cheering her on, and sometimes they're helping to get her across the finish line, or just having fun with everyone else. So it's neat. So an unexpected amazing part of it is the connections that are made, and that's not necessarily what you anticipated, but it's wonderful. Connections, and then too the impact on the community too. So there are people that we have our big red tent, and we have all our red chairs and our red shirts. It's kind of hard to miss us, and we can be a little loud and excited, get a little excited. We've got one guy on our team, Andy Berman, who's this big bodybuilder guy and loves to get everyone fired up. So you'll hear us at an event. But people will come up and say, what's going on here? What are you guys doing? And they're there to run, or they're there to cheer someone else on that's running, and they've never heard of myTeam Triumph. So when we tell them about what we're doing, they're like, that's interesting. Can I get involved? How can I help? And even if they don't get involved, I just think it opens people's eyes to I guess, thinking about the world in a little different way, maybe, right? And so
Yeah.
some of us are, I don't know, I feel like I'm pretty fortunate in life, and sometimes we all, I think, take that for granted. And I think it can be quite eye-opening to come to some of these events and see some of the challenges that families are going through. So I think there's, the connections are amazing, but I also just think, I certainly didn't appreciate the impact it would have on the community. Sort of it's almost like this domino or snowball effect, that's been really neat to see.
Awesome. I love that. That's fantastic, because I think that's ultimately, the goal, kind of sharing experiences, sharing what it's like to be who you are. And
right.
I think that's awesome. I'd love to ask Kate and Justin, or Wolf, what would you tell somebody who might want to be part of myTeam Triumph? What would be your advice to them?
I would just say, whether you're a captain or you're a family of a captain, or you just want to volunteer, just show up and give it a go. I mean, it's not a huge time commitment. I think one of the things that we found that was really amazing going, the nice thing about like a 5K and some of those events, even if you go early and you stay for a little bit after, maybe you're out of the house for 2 hours or something, so, a lot of families who have kids with special needs, time is tough to find extra of, and to be able to do something on a Sunday morning and, go out for 2 hours and get back, and you still have the rest of your day to do all the other things that you got to get done. It's a nice, enjoyable thing to fit in. Specifically the shorter events are just a blast because, and also, nobody's getting bored by then, right? If you're only there for a little while, when you got little kids, the distraction level goes real fast. So whether it's her or her sister or brother, and it stays exciting by the time you get in the car, everybody's still not bored. So
excellent. And what is the best part about these events for you guys that you've experienced?
I think just watching everybody cross that finish line, it's pretty awesome. I think if I can't tell you how many people I've run into who I've given, myTeam Triumph and said their name and said, like, you need to try this. You need to do it. Like, it's such a fun thing to do, and you can include the whole family, and it just, like Curt said, it's community. It's being a part of a team. And I think that is pretty lacking, like when it comes to schools, at least there are options, and myTeam Triumph is one of those options. So it's pretty great.
Awesome. Thank you. Curt, myTeam Triumph is going to be part of Rare New England's fall conference. What is the goal for that? What are you looking to do as participating in that conference?
Yeah, I think just continue spreading the word about our mission, what we're trying to do, educate people on what the organization is about, let people know that this opportunity exists. It's free of cost. There's no charge. We raise all of our funds to cover all the costs for everything for families. So we just want to spread the word and get more captains, get more racing, raise more funds down the road, have more chairs, and really spread, spread our coverage too of, we're the Connecticut chapter, but we want to spread our coverage throughout the state and eventually really throughout New England, and who knows where else.
Right. I love it. I think it's awesome. I am not particularly a runner, but I can see something like this being lots of fun and kind of rewarding and, all of those good things. Before we close, do you guys have any final comments of something I missed?
Well, I guess a quick one just on your note about, not really being a runner necessarily. I mean, there's plenty of people that come and help out and volunteer or part of it that don't do the event, don't run. They help set up, help break down, help cheer people across the finish line. You don't necessarily have to be an athlete or be somebody who wants to participate in that level to enjoy it and be a part of it. And I think that's the thing, that you get such a wide variety of people that come and enjoy it and watch and cheer. And yeah, I mean, you know, crossing the finish line with Wolfie, and there's, you know, 30 people, or I mean, depending some of the events, there's even more, you know, there's all these people just cheering at the end, clapping and yelling her name and all this stuff. And that you don't have to be the athlete. You can just come and enjoy it and be a part of it.
I love that. That's a great point, because I think that speaks to everybody. Anybody can come be a part of this. So I love that. Well, I thank all of you for being here today. It really means a lot, not just to have Curt here to talk about the organization, but to have a family here who has done it, who has been a part of it. Hey, Wolf, thank you so much for being here.
After Dan and you go on a bike ride.
You think I should go on a bike ride?
That's what I was just thinking.
Okay, I think that sounds like a plan. I think I just had a challenge. I'm not sure.
A new angel. Good job, Wolf.
Yeah, nice recruiting. Well, I love it. So again, thank you very much to all of you for being here. We loved it. And I'm excited for other people to hear about myTeam Triumph. Part of our show here at Rare New England includes Rare New England in Motion segment. This show will be showcased live sometime in October via Rare New England's Facebook Live page. Viewers can tune in live to see this show, and our guests and members of the Rare New England staff will be online to have an interactive discussion. We will be able to answer any questions you might have. So if you have any questions, please send an email to info@rarenewengland.org, and we will include that question in our show. This show, along with all of the other Rare New England shows, can be found on the Rare New England YouTube page and social media accounts. Rare New England in Motion is the perfect way to expand upon our mission of engaging with our community. From all of us at Rare New England and all the patients and families who keep rare disease in motion, thank you for watching. And remember, when you hear hoofbeats, think horses, then think zebras. Thank you.